yet they cannot speak any of these languages. It's abnormal. This abnormality has become normal in South Africa. So I had to, it was a journey, trying to learn again what I learned in my childhood, to connect with it. And when I became comfortable with my language again, I started writing. It wasn't easy in the beginning. But I think on the 5th or 6th day of writing Helepi, when in street lingo we could say, Kineke Vaya. For me that was the taste of freedom. I felt what my friends who are English speaking and are writing in first language are feeling and are taking for granted. For the first time, I could write without getting worried about the language. And the first time I realized that when I was writing English, I was actually writing in translation. Because my stories come in Setswana. When you live in a township, there's absolutely no way that people in Sebokeng on the streets are going to speak to each other in English. It's impossible. They speak Sesotho, Sezulu, and so on. And when you start writing a novel set in Sebokeng, you write in English, it's in translation, which is burdensome actually. So that was a taste of freedom, and I decided right there and then that I'm not turning back. And at some point I felt that I was not going to have enough people to read my books. But Setswana is spoken by around 8 million people in 4 Southern African countries. I have a friend who lives in Iceland. The whole country has 330,000 people. She's got 26 books written in Icelandic. The people who speak my language are several times the number of people who speak her language. And that gave me comfort. They said, well, you have 8 million people, so you can go ahead. You can go to Zim, a couple of villages, they will understand what you've written in Namibia and the whole of Botswana, and 4.5 million people in South Africa. That's quite a lot. We don't sell that much in South Africa. Even English words don't sell much in South Africa, which is another one.
Yeah. Now you've compiled Helepi. You are sure that this is what you want to be published. How did you go about now finding the right publisher who will accept your material without questioning it? Why didn't you write in Sesotho? Why did you do this? Go back and try again. How was that process?
That's an interesting story also. So I gave the manuscript to a publisher, a major publisher, University Press actually. So they read the manuscript and they decided we're going to publish it. They were happy with it. Then he sent me an email. We're having an agreement with the Department of Education, we're going to give them this book, but we have to make some changes. We have Motlokomedi. In Botswana, they use the word Makata, which I really find hilarious. The security officer at the entrance of Lembele Park. Lembele Park is a fictitious estate in the northwest. Now, this man is not treated well by Botswana simply because he's a Mopedi. To start with, nobody cares to know his name. So everybody calls him Matome because he's a Mopedi. They don't care. And that for me was very important in the story. They said, make everybody Motswana. I said, but for me, a novel, among other things, it must mirror the society in which the novelist is living in the times. They said, no, get rid of Matome, replace him with Motswana. And I said, but people are not going to discriminate against another Motswana based on him being Motswana. They discriminate against this guy based on him being a Mopedi and them being Botswana. And then in the book, there's also a corrupt and corruptee. The corrupter is an Indian businessman. The corruptee is the mayor in Botswana. They said, you're perpetuating the idea that Indians are dishonest people and so forth. Change it. And I said, in the whole of Northwest, where are you going to find a property developer, a Botswana property developer? And I'm not talking about somebody who builds RDP houses because he got a tender. I'm talking about somebody who spends his own money to build a townhouse estate out of his pocket and then decide that I'm selling these houses. Somebody who has that much money, you're not going to find him in the Northwest in the year 2000 or 2001. So I decided to withdraw the book from them, and contacted a few publishers. And Nokuthula responded positively, which I still believe it was a massive risk for him. So, which also indicates another problem, that people who are writing African languages in South Africa right now, they are being forced by many publishers to write for schools because that's where the money is. But you're not going to change things when you do that. Money, of course, is important. However, there's a bigger picture. And for me, I'm happy when somebody says, I've got the last 200 rand, and what am I going to do with it? And I've got a weekend to spend. And he takes the 200 rand to come to African Flavour Books to buy Mudisa, and then crosses into Checkers, Liquor to buy 6-pack and goes home. He made a choice. He wasn't forced by the system that says, if you don't read this book, you are not going to pass. He makes a choice. So how do you mainstream African language writing if you confine it to schools? So you don't mainstream it. It becomes a special category, that does not get the recognition it gets. Still, it does not get the recognition it gets. But we are moving somewhere, and mainstreaming it is important. So for me, the story of how it got published gives me courage as well to say I was able to defy a big publisher who could have coerced me nicely, gently, into releasing the story that I had not originally written to another story. And I still wonder what I was thinking at the time. People are thinking about money, they want to drive wonderful cars. And there the publishers say, that's where the money is. And we're talking here, GDE, Gauteng Department of Education, the whole of West Rand, Setswana, and you have Pretoria, and part of Soweto, it's a lot of books. I said, no, sorry. I don't regret it.
I think you did very well, because it would have changed how you write your stories, how your storytelling actually. And who knows, maybe you wouldn't be where you are now. So what I can say maybe is sticking to what you feel, your gut feeling is the best, because it has taken you even won an award with your books. So many of them, really, there should be a show called Keeping Up with You or the Sabata-mpho. But now, what were you trying to convey to the public when you were writing Mudisa?
One of the things that writers do, fiction writer, among other things, is a historian of feelings. So people know that in the post-apartheid South Africa, so many of the people we trusted became or lost the honor they once had before. And they became corrupt. They went to jail for reasons that really they should be in jail for. People know that they read about it in newspapers. But what I wanted to do was to zoom into these two brothers, make the story or show the story in much clearer color, convey the feelings. I mean, Tebe is there, he's asking himself, am I going to jail for this? After fighting for this community for so long, for freedom? And he starts thinking of Yizo, the television series, and he thinks of the boy who was sodomized in jail, and he's looking at his ample bum and saying, my goodness, this is going to happen to me. You know? So what I was trying to convey was the feeling. While newspapers, who are, newspaper journalists are first historians, they collect the data. But the fiction writer adds flesh to the bone. So I was telling the story that people know, but I was conveying feelings that are important to be conveyed. As I said, fiction writers are, among other things, historians of feelings. That's what I was trying to do.
Now, that you've written Hakimitis, just to read from the book, I'm here at the show for now 2 full years, and Monday to Friday. What I've received actually and complaints that are people that are very tired, there's this stigma about Baba to Hababa. It's not true. They've written in languages that are so complicated for us. Even if it was ever by that time so that no one hears them at the show. What do you say to that? And what advice do you have for other writers? Because I know even here, there's so many writers. What advice do you have for other writers? And what do you say to those people when they say that? Because what I love about you, you've decided to write in Setswana, and really, what your books are one of the collections that I don't struggle to say. Actually, I don't even sell it. It sells itself because it's so easy for other people to understand.
I think Black people read, they do. I mean, there might be a problem of economy. We don't have enough money. When somebody does not have enough money to buy groceries, the last thing they're going to think about is a work of art to buy. And so many of us don't have that much income to go beyond these basics, to go beyond the groceries, the electricity and so on, to be able to then start thinking of buying books and CDs. People even write music, they copy music. So that's the first thing. And then also, I think it's about writing beyond English. As I said, we have an advantage as Black people that, on average, a Black person in Gauteng, Black adult in Gauteng speaks 5, 6, 7 languages. That's a massive advantage. So I think it's about us making literature available in people's languages. The response to Hakimodisa is what said to me, carry on. Because I think the book did relatively well, still doing well. It's prescribed at 2 universities now. It does not happen every day. So I think it's about that also, and also I think bookshops getting closer to where most of Black people are. So we do read. I've met many white people who are very ignorant, who do not read, compared to the Black people that I know who don't read. And a lot of Black people who don't read that I know, they don't read because, among others, they've not been to school, which is the reality. What apartheid has done to us limited access to education. And when people's access to education was so limited, then how do they read books for pleasure? How do they sit and read because they're enjoying stories? A novel is pretty long. It takes days to read it. So people do read. I've got a lot of friends, and my friends read. My family, they read. A lot of black people that I know. I think it's